Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? I am off stream right now, doing some off streaming for YouTube. This is a new series I've been thinking about. I mean, you probably read it in the title or in the thumbnail. I want to call this hyper analysis. Kind of cringe, but hey, it is what it is, man. This is like a series where I want to go about over games where there's like a lot of interesting talking points, where I want to go a little bit more into detail on what I'm thinking or how I like play the map and what I'm like actually doing, because very often in game I have ADHD. I can't really put into words what I'm thinking right now. I have problems with that anyways. Anyways, guys, welcome. If you guys like this content, please let me know in the comments. Type a pirate emoji in the comments if you like it. Like the video if you like it. Smiley face. Alright, let's go. So this game, first of all, let's start with the matchup. Trundle versus Udyr. Kind of hated, I feel like, by a lot of Udyr mains. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. Trundle very weak against Udyr before he hits level 6. We will see soon why. Top lane matchup. Sion is a very farmable laner for Udyr. That means that like it's very easy to just walk topside and kill Sion over and over and over again, get yourself ahead. Mordekaiser, not the craziest setup. His E is pretty good. It's just, it's like a 5 out of 10 gank when it comes to a lane. Mid lane, Udyr is not a huge fan of ganking mid lane in general, because the lane is very short, and most of the time, the enemy lane is gonna be here or here, right? So this is all the distance they have to cross to outrun you, and Udyr is a long distance runner, not a fucking sprinter or dasher, so the shorter the distance they have to run, the more unlikely you are to actually make anything happen. Of course, E2 out of the bush with the blue pet is always an option, but mid lane is mid lane. Not the greatest setup by Yasuo. Ari pretty slippery. Not really looking for that. Bot lane is bot lane, guys. Bot lane is bot lane. This lane is fucking broken. It wins or loses you the game. After mid game, if your bot lane is shit behind, you're just not gonna do much, quite honestly. Even if you have a huge lead. There's exceptions, however, like there's just some bot lanes that you can't gank. Like let's say you have a Yuumi Ezreal lane. Pathing into a Yuumi Ezreal lane would basically mean that you just path into bot side for dragons, which can be fine if your top lane is also ungankable. If your top lane is gankable, however, and you play with an Ezreal Yuumi on your team on the bot side, then what I would want you guys to do is just path top side. Because at this point, your clear is just actually more effective going top side, because you have, at the end of your clear, you have something to do. While if you clear bot side, then you play with an Ezreal Yuumi that has 0 gank setup, 0 burst, 0 anything, just a really safe lane. You just path into nothingness. You just path to path, and then your bot side and hope you can get a dragon. Not very good. So yeah, this game, obviously, bot lane is the strongest and most important lane, and always should have your most attention if possible. We have Rakan for the setup. We have a hyper carry on our team. They have a hyper carry on their team. Kai'Sa, probably most broken, disgusting champion at the game right now. Fire, Riot Freak from the balance team. Blitzcrank, also really good setup. So what I'm thinking here right now is, well, probably what's going to happen is me and Trundle are both going to path bot side. Let's see what happens. Gonna keep this on ×2. Yeah. I don't know how we can have the cam only on me. Maybe that's so. Ping, ping, ping. Here, usually what I do is I don't really walk here, invade, put a ward down or anything, but I was feeling kind of fruity here, I'm not gonna lie, so I just did it anyways. Blitzcrank could have been here, anybody could have been here, so I do that. I think team invade pings for invade here. Huge thing I want you guys to understand as Udyr is, in your first 4 minutes of the game, your job as Udyr is to get level 4 as fast as possible. Invading makes you level 4 be delayed. Even if I go here, we kill Trundle, we get 2 camps, I have to walk from his jungle to my jungle without E, over river, all this long distance, while he's a level 3 jungler. Okay, lost 2 camps, does his bot side, yoinks my red buff, goes bot, then he is already online level 3. We are still offline while we are level 3, even if we have a lead. So you're basically just delaying your champion coming online by like a whole minute, 30 seconds or something like that. It is not worth. Never invade. Never ever invade. You can counter invade. I'm not even saying Udyr is a weak invader, but it fucks with your gameplay. It fucks with your gameplay so fucking hard, bro. It is just not worth it. So here, now a lot of people like the Aribo clear where you start on chickens or wolves, yabba dabba do. Me personally, if I start on blue side, I feel as if going Q blue buff is actually faster than doing wolves with R. So that's usually what I do, even if I have to solo it. Here we have like a little boomer situation we have to talk about. The old man somehow forgot his fucking jungle item. So realize here, where the fuck is my wolf? Oh shit. Where the fuck is my wolf, guys? I think I forgot my wolf in base, so I have to base here. It is what it is. It's a doomer. It's a boomer debuff. Can't do anything about it. Already like, what is that? 15-20 seconds late on my clear. It's gonna actually play a big role this game. So here, just normal clear. Guys, if I fuck up an auto attack, I'm not known as the clear guy, okay? Can watch Aribo or Bokchoy if you want to see a good clear, okay? My fingers are 26, not 18 anymore, so relax. Really pretty normal clear, and unless you want to take into account that I forgot my fucking wolf in base, it is what it is. Skip red buff for Crux for the faster second clear, so Crux can spawn earlier. I mean, most of you guys know that. We know that Trundle path bot side, we saw it from the who came to lane when. I mean, pretty basic shit. Little boom down with the clear. Obviously, Trundle does the crap here. What do I do? What does my fucking dumbass do here? And like, well, Copium, maybe he had a shit clear and I can fight him on crab. Don't do that, guys. What you do here is probably just reset after red. Hold up. We should have almost enough gold for pickaxe. If you want, you could also just base and get a sheen and run to the top side crab fight Trundle there. I kind of grieve here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I just basically... I get smoked a bit. It's fine. I basically just burned some from my ADC. It is what it is. For some reason, I'm still here on the map. Complete dog shit. You just insta-B. Anyhow. Go home. Get our pickaxe. Yeah, him is looking kind of sus for me right now, right? So here's a very important takeaway. For both me and Trundle, if you're watching this, you're gonna receive a huge L here. Trundle loses extremely hard against Leafer Tempo Udyr early game. Even if I didn't have pickaxe, you're gonna see how not close this fight is. Even if I didn't have pickaxe, he would have gotten smoked here in a 1v1. He's really confident. He's like, oh, I got double crab. I'm Trundle versus Udyr. My Q steals his AD. I have pillar. I have movement speed. I'm gonna smoke him here, right? Nah, brother. Nah. If I didn't have pickaxe, let's say I would be lower. Doesn't matter. Homie got smoked. Pretty happy about that. What you should do here, since you just killed Trundle, and he probably didn't have his jungle up. I mean, you can see he has 32 CS. That is a full clear plus 2 crabs. Steal his chickens. Chickens into your full sequence. Your camps are still gonna spawn very nicely if you do that. It's not gonna be a huge gap in between the spawns. So build-wise here, of course, I always do pickaxe first. People ask me, why do you do pickaxe first? Why do you not just go Sheen? Having higher AD values increases your Q damage. Your Q damage directly translates to max HP damage. Jungle camps and dragons have very high HP pools in the early game. So buying a pickaxe actually makes you clear much faster. Here's the downside to that though. Sheen, on the other hand, gives you a lot of flat damage. 75 flat damage, that's a lot. If I fight a champion, like let's look at Ahri. Ahri has 1k HP. I was about to say 10k, I don't know why. She has 1k HP. So what does this mean? 75 every time I activate and stance. That's a lot of HP for her. That is 7.5% HP damage if I'm not completely smoked. So yeah, pretty OP against champions. So that means basically our damage to champions is a bit lower. Our damage to jungle camps is way higher. Way higher. Way fast, especially dragons. Think about how much HP dragons have, right? Doing the Zaza clear here. Yasuo is begging for my attention. It is what it is. Trundle is picking up a little freebie here, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, little freebie. I think I pinged that out if I'm... Oh, okay, never mind. Don't listen to me. I know that Trundle is topside here. Here you have a little gamble situation. As you can see, I just did Crux here, right? I'm doing Crux here. What that means is you delay you going to Dragon by 8 seconds. Let's say 10 seconds. Let's just round it up. 10 seconds. You're 10 seconds later on crap, which means that he could have backed 8 seconds back and instantly walk here if he disregards his camps. That is kind of bad because that means I give Trundle an opportunity to counter the dragon. He would probably be there when dragon is still alive, ready to smite, just go in, skirmish with his team, right? However, his topside is up and I know that, so I'm just gambling here. I'm greedy. I'm always playing way too greedy. I'm just letting him basically make the move on this. I would have went for dragon either way here. They have a ward here. They didn't have a ward on dragon, I guess. Walking to dragon here. So you can see, just with a pickaxe alone, you actually smoke the dragon quite fast. Trundle for some reason just gives the dragon. I mean, I guess that's just his place. Or maybe he just thought, okay, he instantly went Drake. Whatever. I instantly back here. Getting myself a Sheen and a Longsword. We are extremely strong right now. Sheen, Longsword, Udyr, plus pickaxe. You're really strong. Here I'm pinging. Trundle is either red buff, crab, or my blue buff. Do I get any reaction from my team? Not really. Doesn't really matter that much. I'm checking. Mordekaiser can't read my pings apparently. I just said he is topside somewhere here. Probably in river. I had 2 pings here, 1 in his jungle. He just takes a horrible fight. He's in a situation where you as Udyr, me walking here, is probably just gonna result in me dying. Which is bad. Trundle is 6, I am 5. My jungle is starting to spawn, especially topside. Which means if I walk here and I die, in any case, it's terrible because Trundle is gonna get my entire topside as well, which might as well make me fucking uninstall the game. It's not worth. Not worth. Let this guy die. I proceed to full clear. Herald is spawning. Here you have 2 options, honestly. We know that Trundle just full clear topside and probably went back, right? Probably. I mean, we didn't see any movement here on the map when the minions were there. So, you can either just say, fuck the Herald, I'm gonna leave that open because he's probably gonna go for his bot side. And if he isn't going for his bot side and he is actually just skipping camps for the Herald, you are guaranteed to get his entire jungle quadrant, right? So it's not that big of a deal if he gets Herald here from a jungle to jungle perspective. Of course, if the Rift just destroys the entire game somehow, Shelly just ends up on Nexus dancing, then yeah, that's terrible, but most likely that's not gonna happen. He's probably just gonna get Herald and a couple of plates if he wants to lose his camps and you get more XP. I choose to check here, do a little peeky peek. Means that I know, now I know 100% Trundle is here. Because topside is farmed, he is not on the only objective that's up. he is bot side farming his blue side. That is why wards are useless, by the way, if you're good at League of Legends. I don't need a ward to know that he's here. There's two options he could have done, either this or this. He's not here, so he's here. I just proceed to clear my jungle here. Bot side is back. Yasuo is smoking the Zaza. I mean, he could easily get ganked here, right? Which I don't know if he will. I don't remember, really. I had a feeling that he's gonna get ganked here, so instead of just walking to my Crux, since I already cleared 5 out of my 6 camps, and him dying would result into a guaranteed Shelly, I just skipped the Crux for a second and walked towards mid lane because there was such a high chance of Yasuo getting smoked because he was completely out of position. Here I already committed to skipping my Crux, and I'm like, you know what? If I walk to my Crux right now, he can just take this for free, so I might as well just skip the whatever 120 gold that is the Crux camp and Yabba Dabba Do XP and just walk here. Because I'm extremely strong right now, I have good items, I'm probably much stronger than Trundle right now, when it just comes to like a small skirmish. Which, this is like Master MMR this game, this is not a small skirmish. Of course, everybody except the 2 fucking doodles in the bot lane are here, ready to fucking A-ram team fight, so yeah, here very important. I can like actually slow that down a bit. I'm playing this very slow, even though I deal a lot of damage. If I get CC chained for like 2 seconds, I'm dead. I'm dead, so I'm gonna play for my flash, and I'm gonna play it slow. I'm gonna let my team do the work and just be here as pressure, so I can still like secure the herald, of course. Fight worked out pretty good. Don't know what I was smoking here, waiting 7 seconds for my auto attack. Happens to the best of us. Happens to the youngest of us, actually, I should say. It's a little boomer diffy. Right now, game is looking pretty good. If we just look at the gold, however, me and Trundle are pretty... I don't want to say pretty close, but Trundle is 1 gank and a full rotation away from being equal with me in gold, so yeah. Just clearing. Always get your fucking camps, guys. I know that my Crux are still up, so right now what I'm thinking is, hey, I'm gonna full clear, and I'm gonna reset my Crux that I didn't reset earlier. Right? Always think about what your clear, how your clear impacts your pathing. Where are you gonna be after you clear? Right? That is how you play a full clear jungler. That is the art of playing a full clear jungler. You have to understand where does your clear lead you at that time. Is it worth to give the camp, or should I counter gank? I know full clear junglers often get like a lot of flamies for like being AFK brain dead jungler. You have way more macro as a full clear jungler than ganking jungler will ever have. Ganking junglers, I take 1 camp and I walk mid lane, and then I get a flash, and then I take another camp, and then I walk mid lane. While you actually have to make a lot of small decisions. Sorry for pausing. Smiley face. Ari was here. She would have died. She didn't have ult. She didn't have flash. I'm fucking an ogre right now. Dragon is spawning. I was about to back here, but yeah, we do a little oopsie here. Do a little smoking. In case you guys want to see what happened here, I had a little DC. Kappa. Now we just like out of position AF. And Zarya can't walk through pillar. Now I'm gonna ping my Zarya here. Honestly, not really her fault in retrospect, it was just on me. Should have played that slow. Trundle dies here, however, which means that they can't go dragon. If Trundle played this safe, that was a free dragon for them. No idea what's going on with these 2 brothers in the top lane. All good, we die. Everybody has to die at some point. At this point, I had enough gold for my Divine. Why do I not just walk topside if I know my topside camps are spawning? Dragon is still up. Dragon is an exception for me as a full clear jungler, not to full clear, because Dragon means that they can 3 scale. As a full clear jungler, you're basically scaling into mid game, late game, end game, right? Like one of these. So you're scaling into a later stage of the game where you're just out-statting, out-leveling, everything, everybody. So if you give them dragons, dragons are a free scaling tool. don't give dragons as a full clear jungler. If you do give dragons as a full clear jungler, you're literally griefing yourself, because that just literally means that they get to scale with you, right? You get your camps, they get the dragons, which enhances their scaling. They get free scaling. It's not worth it. Kind of fucks you, actually. Here he gets smoked a little bit salty that he didn't die here. Happens to the youngest of us, I guess. Here I'm thinking, okay, I mean, this dragon dance is never gonna end. I kind of just want to flip it and get the fuck over with this situation so I can farm again. So I'm just walking here. I thought Trundle is gonna be here, hitting Grump, full healing, and walking here and trying to fight. His ult is up very soon. He has Smite. He should have been here, right? Okay, maybe that's just his playstyle again. You can play jungle a million different ways, right? Why the fuck is Trundle doing his camps right now? Look, guys, I know this is more about what I do in this game, but I also kind of want to point out when the enemy jungler does something good or something bad in this series. Why is he topside right now? Just walk to my jungle, full clear my quadrant, take crab, full clear your top side into your bot side. It would have actually made it so that he's stronger than me. Because if you check right now, we are almost equal. We are almost equal. You would take away 350 gold from me, plus a crab, so 420, let's say, and then full clear. You would be actually a whole kill ahead of me in gold. Why does he do that? I don't know. Maybe he's just tilted. I can't tell you. Get the dragon here. Obviously, I could have checked this, but I had no idea where Trundle is at this moment. I'm not gonna lie. I thought actually he did do that, and he was gonna walk up here, but he didn't. Now, a very interesting talking point here is, why do I just start clearing from bot side to top side? Minute 14, no plates. ADCs hit turrets, I think, probably on average the most when it comes to every row, because they're ranged. So that means that this turret is probably without plates, without tankiness from plates. Our Zarya is probably gonna take this turret very fucking soon. So what do? Again, as a full clear jungler, your path decides what you do in the game. I'm resetting my jungle in order... Hold up, there's an ambulance. I reset my jungle in order to be... to path wherever the plays are gonna happen. They're gonna take bot side tower. What does this mean? Bot then is either gonna be mid or most likely top side. So I wanna reset my jungle so it spawns its sequence into top lane. So I can be where my bot then is, right? All very important things if you full clear. See, that's the difference between AFK farming and full clearing. Full clearing is filled with fucking decision making. This guy is just smoking. I mean, I walk here for a second because I didn't see how low he is, but I instantly know, yeah, this brother is dead. Mordekaiser shows me crap is up. Picking up some lobster here for free. Here I see Ahri and I see a fat wave. I'm like, I either get Ahri or the wave. Guess I get the wave. It's not a big deal. Here I forgot to ping that Ahri is walking bot side. This is kind of on me. But I think this play is working out fine. We are farming right now, by the way. Rift Herald is spawning soon. This play is working out okay. Doing my full clear. Rift Herald is probably spawning in the next minute or so. I don't know. It's a great fucking box there. You tell me. Shit is not up yet. So I have right now... It's a very interesting time. We clear extremely fast because of the items we have, right? I'm extremely fucking strong right now. I clear really fast. What does this mean for my map positioning right now? My entire jungle is on cooldown for like 1.5 minutes right now. I have 1.5 minutes to fucking jerk off, so what do? I just stand in this bush. I'm looking for an opportunity. I have no plan here, by the way. I'm literally just standing in this bush because this is the safest while being the most aggressive position I can be in right now to do something. Somebody could just walk here. Blitzcrank could just walk here to ward or yabba dabba do. I walked here with double lens, so I know I'm not on a ward. I'm just being chilling here. We see Blitzcrank. I just sprint here. We kill him. 4v5. Always take the plants. You're Udyr, you know how disgusting plants are. Trundle doesn't have a way in. He would have to walk all the way around to fight this Rift Herald. It's not gonna happen. So that's great. My cans are slowly respawning. Apparently, since Rakan is roaming, the turret strategy didn't work, but it does not matter much. On a ward here. Just reset and farm. Rinse and repeat. Reset and farm. Rinse and repeat. I don't know what I'm waiting here. Alright, I'm going DMP. Second, because here I'm still waiting. Here I still don't know. So, okay. Quick talking point here. We have 3 heavy AD champions. Usually Trundle would go Frozen Fist into Frozen Heart, because then nobody does anything in my team. He doesn't, so here I'm still debating. Do I want to go Blade to counter his high HP bruiser items with the pickaxe, or do I want to go Blade Cleaver to help my team deal damage against him when he gets his armor with Cyan? But right now it looks like he's going full bruiser, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stall out my bruiser item purchase by building Deadman's Blade, which always works. And we are ahead, right? Being ahead means you want to secure your lead, and Deadman's Blade definitely makes you tankier than a regular bruiser item. Here, just smoke Zarya. Of course, I always play way too aggressive. Flash and try to kill Zarya. I mean, Kai'Sa. Didn't work. Get the crab here. We're getting to a point where full clearing matters less and less and less, because I'm so strong that I should be on the map and do shit. That's what I'm trying to say. Here we just fuck around a bit. That's all fine and good. Don't have super stance here. Waiting in this bush. This is all kind of weird and suspicious, so I was like playing it slow. I'm still a little bit squishy. Fisting Cyan on the hub. Fine. Okay. Kill. This is all just like random ass shit anybody would do even in silver, right? Like we just elevated our game to the point where we can just win all these random ass fights, right? Here R2, why? No fucking idea, probably boomed it. Dragon, third dragon. What does third dragon mean? Let's say the game fucking goes south, right? The game goes fucking south. We're losing every fucking fight right now. That means that the enemy team has to contest Soul 4 times in a row. That means that the enemy team has 4 dragons to take before they could get Soul, which is a game-winning objective. Stalls your game out by 20 minutes, basically. That's why taking dragons is so important. Here I'm like, okay, don't really have an objective to fight for or cheese for, so I'm gonna do a little bit of farming. I see some sussy shit, maybe I boomed, I don't know, maybe I was seeing shit, but yeah. Just doing some random ass fighting. We are pretty strong right now, but we still want to play it in a way where we don't just like lose the game. Here I'm like, okay, everybody's just fucking flashing, what the fuck. Getting Trundle. Trundle at this point is obviously going Titanic Hydra. I have my DMP, Swifties, and Divine. Maybe we should leave that open actually, just so you guys can see it. There's like not a lot happening other than that. Now Trundle dead for 7 seconds. Always take advantage when, like, if you're AD Ude, you just smoke the Nash so fucking hard at this point. I mean, I know it looks pretty pathetic right now, but like, Trundle is dead. I have so much fucking time, right? I didn't even have Smite. Usually, I don't even notice when I don't have Smite. It's not like I'm gonna hit my Smite anyway, so who the fuck cares? Getting the whole fucking pipe here. Full clear, Nash, back. Building into my Divine. I'm pretty sure at this point, Trundle doesn't respect my damage. I don't need armor shred for Cyan, I just smoke him either way. Cyan has so much HP that your max HP damage actually almost kind of counteracts his armor in a weird way, because his Soul Furnace stacks HP, if you guys didn't know. And you have so much max HP damage that it almost like... he's kind of just squishier because he has this passive for Udyr, because we deal so much max HP damage here. I'm like looking, this is all just random ass picks, right? We are ahead doing Crux and chickens that are up right now, doesn't fucking matter. We have Nash. We want to fucking get out of this game. Want to get out, man. We have Blades here. We are super strong, but also relatively squishy. Here I'm like playing, I'm like thinking, what the fuck do I want to do? Why are they walking up like that? Trundle has a fucking ego issue, I think. So I just jump in, smoke their team like a brisket. Get the Nexus, not the Vlad. Do some more smoking, because why not? We're already winning. And It's a W, guys. That's a W right there, guys. What is there to take away from this game? Check lanes. Reset your pathing if you have to. If you have a losing lane bot lane and you were pathing bot lane, try to reset it to go top side if that's a stronger lane. Take care of dragons. Dragons have high priority in your games because they stall out games and they artificially let enemies scale. And yeah, I mean, there's probably more, but you guys watched the video, so yabba dabba doo. If you like this video, please like and type a pirate emoji. If you don't like this video, please like and subscribe with Twitch Prime. I will do more of these if you guys like these videos. If not, just tell me. If you guys have critique or any type of improvement I can have with the series, please let me know. This is new to me. I actually never recorded a YouTube video, so this is my YouTube video virginity you guys are taking right now. And yeah, I mean, I guess see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.